Well, hello everybody, welcome back to Bison Workshop. I'm Bob, and today we're testing out a new camera. It's a GoPro Hero 7 Black. Mine was giving me some problems, so I went and bought a backup just in case, so I would have a backup. So I'm just hand holding it right now because I don't have a stand to put it on yet. I got to make one that fits my tripods. Basically my tripods are these right here. I carry my battery on it. Of course, I never hardly ever use it. But all mine are rods, and basically all they are is rods off of a shower or a towel rack. And I got a bunch of them. I got like 3 or 4 of these. One's got a bigger base. But anyway, that's not what this video is about. It's an update video. We're working on the wood splitter today, and I'm about done. I just wanted to show what I got accomplished. Now, before, they had the filter right here in this hole. I don't believe that's correct. This is awful thin right here, but they had it over here, and it was hard for me to get anything to work to go around this corner to put that filter in. So they had another fitting over here, and this one's pretty solid into it, so it's not loose. And I just went ahead and took this. It had a filter cap on it, and I'll just put a filter cap back on it. But right now I'm using this to plug it so I don't get dirt down in it. And we got it plumbed up here. Before, they had this port right here and this port right here with a 1/2 inch nipple that was 3 inches long that stuck out of here, and it broke off. Right here is the piece I took out of it. If I can catch it. This piece here I took out of it, and I don't know if you can see it. I can't hardly tell. The screen's so small on these cameras. But I went and took one of my 9/16. You can see the divots in there where I drove a 9/16 socket or Allen head socket in it, and it came out just fine. But I bought a tap or a easy out, but when I got it, it wasn't what I needed. They sent me a bolt tap and not a damn pipe tap or extractor. But anyway, I had these, the silver ones here, and this is all mocked up. It's not all hooked together yet. I still got to steel everything, and I'm just getting my hoses just where they'll work. Now, these are the hoses he had on it. He was fine having them on there, but I hope he's smart enough to get some of them. That's pretty dry rotted. I know it's got steel coating on it, but I guess if he's comfortable with it, then he would have to make the ultimate call. But right now you have to make it so that it can fold up and down. These two have to be able to move with the head as it goes up when you put it in the other position for splitting. And when you do it now, or when you did it before, this stayed with the cylinder, but it was too much pressure on it. I mean, you're talking a little 1/2 inch nipple, and I got the other half here somewhere. Oh, actually, I gave it to him to take with him to find a extractor, and then I found out a way to get it out before he found it. So anyway, so I'm just routing the wires or the cables so that when this goes up, it goes with it. So we'll probably maybe turn this just a little bit. Of course, it's pretty tight right now. Either that or I'm just getting weak. Yeah, that'll relieve it a little bit. Actually, I think I liked it better the other way. Because the further you push that in, the further this gets away from the frame. So I want to kind of keep it to where it follows with the frame and everything. And same as this one, when I go to put it on there, I'll twist that around to where it's straight. And then we got to run one from here to here, a 22-inch one. I need to get another elbow like this. Oh, no, I don't. It's over here. And basically, because it's such a short distance, I'm just going to put an elbow there and just make a 22-inch one that goes from here up and around to this one. Because all this moves together because it's all now mounted to the frame. So wherever it goes, the cylinder goes and the valve goes. And your handle is facing straight out. They had this thing upside down. Well, the mounting bolts is to mount it on a plate like this. So it was a bad deal. So I changed everything. And I also made a pin. And it takes this bad boy here. I got to clean it up a little bit. But I made a pin to go in right here to pin that. So when he needs to pin it, he can just take that pin, put it in there, and put this in it. And it's dry enough, I can go ahead and put that in there. Let's see if we can do this with one hand. Nope. Let me set you over here. I can't set you guys anywhere without you falling over. Y'all act like you're drunk. Now quit it. Sorry guys, it took some finagling to get it in there. You got to jiggle all this around to get the holes to line up. Probably could have stood to use a smaller pin, but I kind of wanted it to not move because I don't want that thing to bounce up very far. So if it bounces, it's going to stop right there. I had to straighten these. These here were bent down, so I had to bend them back up so the cradle was setting right. And then he wants me to put a jack on it. So I'm probably going to have to remake this plate because somebody wallered these holes out too big. And what happens is this is supposed to ride on a collar and have some play in it. So the collar would be a little bit thicker than this. And then you put this up on there with a bolt going through there to here with a washer that big, and that could fix this problem. But I don't know how we're going to do this. And you really don't want to weld it solid because, well, I guess it would be up far enough out of the ground if you welded it solid. But you'd have to decide the part or where you want it. You'd have to measure your vehicle and see how high you want it and see how far is enough up for you, and then weld it on there and then use a block or something. Hey, look at here, man. I would like for somebody to tell me what the hell that is. I know it's a tire changer and a tire breaker, but it's a weird looking thing. It's got a valve in the top of it here. It's got another thing in here that if you put air to this here just flops around and loses any air. So I'm not understanding how this thing works. It's a weird one. And then this thing here So this is where you set your wheel. And it's got these jiggle or things here that actually, they're spring loaded in a locking down position. Alright. So because it's got an air fitting on it, tells me that this thing supposed to be holding air. But I don't see how it could if it's got holes in it. So I'm not sure what the heck all that's up there for. Unless that was so they could store a valve cover. But then it's got this, but this is so that you can adjust it for the size of tire you have. And this here goes into the bead area and pushes down on it. I don't know why they got that on there. That would actually dig into your frickin' wheel. But anyway, it's got, looks like it might be an air valve. I know there's a cylinder in there that goes up and down. And it's spring loaded up. So it's got a piston in this thing that goes down when you put, I guess you put air to it right here, but you have to have a way to release the air, I think. So, I don't know, guys. I don't know how this thing works. I don't even know anything about it. The only thing I know about it is it's got a bent all to heck label right there, if you guys can see that. Maybe I can decipher it when I go in the house and blow this video up. I'm going to take some pictures of it too. But I need to find out what that is. It says May, M-A-Y, and then it's got some numbers on it. But I don't... It'd be an interesting restore, but where the hell would you find parts for it? First, you have to understand how it works. There's a few things there that tricks me up on how they're making it work. So, anyway, hope you guys learned something out of this. How to run your lines or something, or how to get junk in your house. The house of Bison. Anyway, you guys have a good one. Later.